Insights, breakthroughs, but also blocks and frustrations mark the week of December the 8th to the 14th. We could feel dreamy and adventurous, wish to expand our horizons, but also experience some resistances that force us to deepen our resolve and exercise wisdom and, of course, most of all, patience. What else can we expect? This is what we shall find out here today. Good morning, bonjour, Michelle Karen, astrologer, shaman. Welcome to my channel dedicated to the practical uses of astrology to lead a better life. Monday, December the 8th, Mars is square Saturn, which could make it a bit of a frustrating day. We are likely to feel that our efforts are being blocked. People in positions of authority tend to be somewhat discouraging. We could be plagued by self-doubt or a sense of personal inadequacy, and our actions could be inhibited. Harboring resentment against others or circumstances is not going to help. The best is to accept the imposed limitations, endure hardships stoically, proceed slowly and cautiously, perform our tasks carefully and thoroughly, and work under pressure with as much dignity as we can, even if we are not receiving the recognition we feel we deserve. Facing the obstacles in a responsible way with poise and self-control, putting in the hard work, not minding the extra hours, staying organized, demonstrating discipline, and focusing on our long-term ambitions prevents the erosion of our self-confidence and helps us build a solid basis for our future goals. Wednesday, December the 10th, Mercury is in opposition with Uranus. Today, a lot of nervous tension, sudden news, and unexpected situations could surprise us. Impatient with our normal routine, we want to do something different, meet new people who challenge us mentally. We are excited to explore futuristic concepts and drawn to unusual experiences. A day that brings sudden intuitive insights and requires intellectual flexibility. This is, however, not a good transit for disciplined concentration because in our haste and enthusiasm, we could overlook subtle points, make mistakes, have sporadic interest, express erratic ideas, radical views, and eccentric opinions, as well as possibly become the center of a controversy. People we thought we knew well could reveal a side we never suspected, making it not such a good day for lasting friendships. We are likely to jump to conclusions a little too quickly, maybe brutally honest, even blunt and tactless, find it difficult to sustain long periods of mental focus, and are in constant need of change and stimulation, lest we become bored. Prone to saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, we could act in impractical and shocking ways, be somewhat contradictory and unreliable. Today favors unusual studies, math, scientific disciplines, and astrology. Thursday, December the 11th, Mercury is trine Neptune. Expansive and visionary, our mind is particularly fertile today. We concretely manifest our dreams, our sense of humor is sharp, our imagination vivid, our capacity for visualization highly developed, and our artistic talents enhanced. Very sensitive to the gloominess of the surrounding reality, we tend to want to escape its harshness in a fantasy world of our own making. This transit is therefore very inspiring for musicians, composers, painters, poets, choreographers, photographers, and of course filmmakers. Drawn to the intangible, mystical aspects of life, our instincts are highly developed, our intuition compelling, and our senses finely tuned. We are spiritual, kind, compassionate, understanding, and idealistic. We may find that we have prophetic abilities and are able to read other people's thoughts, but should be careful to not use that trait negatively. Speaking in a manner that catches the imagination of others conveys sympathy, and we could prove particularly persuasive. But if used with deception or manipulative intentions, it could lead to our own undoing. Expressed with integrity, it helps us gain more than we ever could have imagined. Whenever we act with consideration and prove hospitable and kind, we inspire enthusiasm in others, and possible past mistakes stemming from laziness or shortcomings are forgiven. This transit is excellent for a relaxing, pleasurable vacation, getting lost in a romance novel, reading poetry, watching a life-enhancing movie, or listening to a musical composition that transports us elsewhere. It is also very good for financial, political, or military activities requiring a successful, fine strategy. Also, on Thursday, December the 11th, Mercury enters Sagittarius till January the 1st. During the next 3 weeks, our outlook is more philosophical, and this transit is very conducive to long-distance traveling, learning a foreign language, taking an interest in another culture, developing our understanding of religion, furthering our education, and in general, expanding our mind. We express ourselves with honesty, have a keen sense of justice, insist on being well-informed, and demand mental freedom. Preoccupied with distant goals, idealistic concepts, and social motivations, we may be a little moralizing and unlikely to pay sufficient attention to details, which could make us lose sight of the truth that we yearn for. Our optimism, faith, self-confidence, and enthusiasm help us embrace goals that are enriching, not just for ourselves, but for others also. This period favors teachers, writers, lawyers, religious people, journalists, actors, and politicians. Saturday, December the 13th, Mercury is sextile Pluto, a day of profound insights. Looking for the truth beneath the surface, we examine, investigate, and scrutinize everything and everyone. What we learn today has the potential to change our lives for the better. Perfect for a study or research requiring deep concentration. Our awareness and mental telepathy are greatly increased. Mysteries, special programs are very attractive. Some previously hidden information may come to light. We could even conceal maybe our own secrets. Improved communication skills help us accomplish our goals. We are not deterred by repetitive, compulsive thoughts or restrictive policies, and are very equipped today to handle difficult people. Our words are powerful tools, so let us remember the way we speak is forceful, compelling, and has the capacity to affect others at deep levels. Our talents of persuasion can change other people's beliefs and bring us some level of public recognition. If we manage to keep our reservations and strong opinions to ourselves, we can sway others with the power of our mind. Understanding, compromising, and negotiating lead to far better results than compulsive demands or forceful ultimatums. Today, we are really good at maintaining unity by arbitrating differences, looking for solutions that benefit all parties, and making enlightened decisions. Subtle inner transformations and radical changes of opinion allow us to reshape our life direction, leading to a new cycle of growth. Old hang-ups are easily resolved with psychological counseling, which helps us bring out more of our potential. Some solitude and isolation may be necessary to find better ways of using our time effectively and make solid plans for the future. New insights help us improve our health and diet. We may find ourselves forced with the necessity to deal with contracts, taxes, or insurance papers. Travel is also favored, especially if it is to learn something that enriches or deepens our understanding of life and, of course, the world. Sunday, December the 14th, Mars is square Neptune, which could be a bit of a treacherous day. On the negative side, we could feel weak, disappointed, a little restless, incompetent maybe, lonely, discouraged, and somewhat inadequate. Conflicting desires and emotions, as well as second-guessing our decisions, could be paralyzing. Dissipation of energy, procrastination, and a general inability to take action tend to be rather demoralizing. Some strange, complex obstacles may block our efforts. Our imagination and maybe self destructiveness could stimulate unwise activities that end up damaging our reputation or dissolving our finances. We are likely to miscalculate risks, leading to inappropriate actions which create more confusion and, in some cases, downright chaos. This is definitely a very, very bad day to get in trouble with the police or be involved in any form of covert, devious activity. We should also be careful to not become the victim of a scam or promotional scheme. Today, the easy way out is not advised. We need to stay away from drugs, alcohol, as well as gas and contaminated water, as today we are particularly vulnerable to any form of poisonous substance. Cults are more than ever ill-advised. Unstable people, especially those who harbor hidden resentments, suppressed anger, or bitter jealousies, are to be avoided at all costs. Imparting information to anyone who might use it with bad intentions is dangerous. In an attempt to sway us from our original intentions, others may convince us we are wrong. Even psychic advice could be misleading. The antidote to all this is to face our fears, plant our feet firmly into the ground, and analyze the situations at hand with calm and realism. In an attempt to conserve our energies, we may want to retreat, but this should not be a pure giving up. It is important that we focus our imagination on practical solutions and put our ideals to work. Our best protection is the purity of our motives and, of course, as always, remaining very considerate of others. And finally, also on Sunday, December the 14th, Mars enters Capricorn till January the 23rd. During the next 5 weeks, our energy is deployed carefully and constructively. Our actions are decisive and disciplined. Our energy is directed towards constructive objectives. In our need to achieve concrete results, we are determined, sober, self-reliant, organized, hardworking, and industrious. We have no respect nor tolerance for waste, incompetence, laziness, or a lack of purpose. Highly ambitious, we are attracted to authority and power. We don't mind taking orders from those placed in higher positions, in as much as we respect them, and we take pride in performing our work well. But of course, we expect the same respect and obedience from those under our own orders. We pursue recognition and prestige very methodically with patience and persistence. We are not beyond using others for the sake of status or material gain. We face our responsibility with tremendous strength, maybe a little slow to learn, but what we do study, we assimilate effectively with a high degree of self-control that helps us achieve concrete results. During this transit, we also take sex very seriously. If you are already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Your comments are always appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to place a thumbs up and hit the little bell to be notified when I upload a new video every Thursday and sometimes another one during the week. Remember, as always, choose your battles, walk in beauty. Thank you for watching. Until next time.